Hi everyone, this is Rebecca Jane from Yoga with Rebecca Jane, and this is our first of the 5 classes on the root chakra. So for the next 7 weeks we're going to visit the chakras, and the first one is the root chakra, which starts today. Basically, just to remind people what chakras are. They're energy wheels that start from the base of the spine, hence root chakra, and they work their way all the way up to the crown of the head. And there's 7 of them. So each for 5 sessions we'll concentrate on the root chakra, then the next we'll move on to the sacral chakra, and we'll keep moving on up until we reach the crown chakra. The root chakra is the chakra, it's a chakra which actually is our foundation. It's a base, so it's called Muladhara. So Mula means, in Sanskrit, it means root and base. So it's really, our basic instincts, our survival instincts. So it's where we, when anything's going awry in our lives, such as relationships, significant relationships, if we've lost a job, or we're changing a job, or we're retiring, we've had a loss of a family member or a loved one, I mean the list goes on, we're moving. These are all connected to the root chakras, our root chakra. So whenever anything changes, even if it's for the positive, it's going to kind of throw us off balance, and which is very natural. The reality is those things are going to always be in flux. Sometimes it's very, very obvious and it's quite dramatic change. Sometimes we have more subtle changes. You can kind of feel a ripple, but it's not so significant. But what we're doing in these practices over the next, well, especially these first 5 sessions or classes, we're going to learn how to create balance first with this base chakra, with our foundation. It's like you build a building on top of a strong foundation. And partly it's more of the understanding of what's happening down here. What in my life is changing? So it can be very, very, very obvious. It's okay, I know that's happening. Or it can be something extremely, so subtle that you're not even quite aware. We're exploring. We're learning about ourselves. Now, the key is as humans, we can move out of survival. We can kind of move away from being in survival mode all the time, because we have this extra layers of our brain. And we can connect and understand and see things that most animals that we know of anyway can do that. So we have this great capacity to be able to see things, to be conscious about things. The problem is we're always in that root chakra mode, the survival mode. We lose out on much more the breadth and depth of life. So there's so much more to our life than just survival, but majority of us get stuck here. Because whenever there's a change, even if it's tiny, or you're anticipating, you're worried about something happening, you go right back down there, you go right back down there. And what we want to do is to be able to first accept that, okay, we're going to be out of balance sometimes, and you're going to keep kind of adjusting. But sometimes this is good, so understanding the importance of adapting to change, but also allowing change to happen without gripping onto it, clasping onto it. So there's a lot to go into this first chakra. So we will actually get started with the yoga practice. In this yoga practice, what we're going to be doing is we'll be really focusing in on our foundation. So our foundation right now, as we sit on our cushion or sit on our mats, are our sit bones or our legs. That is the root chakra. But when we're on our hands and knees, it becomes our arms and our shins and our legs. When we're on our backs, it's our backs. So we're concentrating on this, and where we feel the most safe is obviously when most of our body is touching the earth. When we're standing on one leg, we feel more wobbly and disconnected. So managing that discomfort in those, wobbly moments. When we come onto our backs, I just want to demonstrate now is so that you know what I'm doing if you can't see me properly on the ground. We're going to be lying on our back in a moment, and we're going to be in a spinal twist. And I'm going to have you take your arms are going to be out like this as if you're on your back. And you're going to bring one arm over, and you're going to slide it actually down your arm and reopen. And then you're going to do that again. You're going to slide it back. And then I'm going to have you bring the arm all the way around. This is when you're lying down again. And then slide it back towards the left arm. And this will give you a wonderful stretch and a spinal twist. So we're going to actually come down onto our backs and start there. Coming off our cushion. Little blanket. So coming onto your backs. And from here, just place your feet so they're hip distance apart. Let your knees drop into one another. I did a little bit extra explanation today because it's the beginning of the chakras, but each day it will become less and less. You'll have less and less information. You'll just be experiencing. So take your arms out to the sides. Knees are propped up against one another. Feet are wide, about as wide as the mat. Let's just start to breathe in and out. So feel that rib cage expand. You could change your arms. You can even place your hands on your rib cage if you'd like. Just starting that Ujjayi breath, inhaling and exhaling. And inhaling and exhaling. Then take your arms out to the side. We continue with that continuous breathing pattern. But bring your knees up towards you, and then I want you to take your knees over to the left. Make sure that right shoulder touches the ground. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, slide your right hand across your chest all the way over to your left hand. You're going to actually pick your back off the ground. And now your right hand is sliding a little further than your left fingers, and then come on back, slide the hand all the way back across your arm as if you're putting on a long pair of gloves. And then let the right arm, bring the right arm back over to the right, looking towards the right side. Take an inhale and exhale, re-slide your right hand all the way over to the left hand again. And now you're on your left side and stretch, and then take a breath in and a slide back. And open up the arms, look towards that right arm. This is a beautiful stretch, a spinal stretch, shoulder stretch. One more time, let's take a breath in. And as you breathe out, slide your right hand all the way onto that left hand. This time, sweep your right arm over, circle the head. So you're creating a circle all the way around your head until you're back out to the side and look towards your right arm. So you're back out to those airplane wings. One more time, take a breath in and slide your right arm all the way over to your left hand. It's very gentle, very loving, nurturing. And then sweep your right arm all the way around your head as you gently lay your upper back onto the ground. Oh. And then take a breath in and pick your knees back up. Give yourself a hug, forehead to your knees. And then take an inhale and exhale. Bring the arms, place the arms out again. And this time the knees bend them over to the right. So from here, left arm reaches away there, and you're looking towards your left arm. And then take a breath in and slide your left arm all the way across the chest to the right arm. Come onto that right side. Sweep the arm on top of that right hand, and then slide it all the way back. As if you're washing the top, you have a washcloth and you're washing the arms and the top of your chest. Take a breath in and do that again. Slide it across. Slide it, slide it, slide it. I notice my hands are freezing. So stretch as far as you can, and then one more time, stretch back over to the left. Now this time we're going to slide your left hand
to the right. I have to move a little bit, adjust, and then sweep your left arm now around your head, drawing a circle, like a halo around the top of your head. Oh. And one more time, take a breath in and slide your left hand all the way to the right hand. Keep going, keep going. Now you're on your right side, and then sweep your left arm over your head. Sweep, 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 sweep. And now arms are out to the sides, looking towards your left arm. And then pick your knees back up. Give yourself a hug. That's gentle, gentle, gentle rocks. And take an inhale and holding onto that right leg. Extend it. Keep your left foot on the ground. You can extend it the left leg, as long as your lower back doesn't arch. If it arches, then just place that left foot on the ground. Bring your right foot in towards you. Grab hold of the back of the leg or the calf, and I want you to gently draw that foot towards your face. And breathe in. And out. So relax the shoulders, breathing in. Working these legs, but also tummy muscles. And take an inhale. You can either stay here, or you could lift your head and shoulders off the ground, walk your hands a little further up your leg, and maybe even pick your left leg up. And hold and breathe in, and out, and in. And then from here, we're gonna do a little bit of we're gonna do a cycling thing, whatever you call it, as if you're on a unicycle, let's say. I feel like I'm on a unicycle, and you're just taking those legs and you're circling them around, pedaling those feet. And then let's re-hug your knees into your chest, drop your head onto the ground. Keep your left knee into your chest, take your right foot on the ground, extend your left leg up. And again, options. You can extend your right leg, depending, check out your lower back, and then draw that left foot in towards you. Using these muscles, take a breath in and out. And then take an inhale and maybe lift your head and shoulders off the ground as if you're trying to climb your leg. Maybe lift your right foot off about an inch off the ground. And then you could keep your head up, or maybe put your head down, or support your neck and circle. I'll support my neck this time. Just take your legs and pedal them like you're on this big, big bicycle. I suppose the unicycle is the best visualization because it's such a big movement. And then take a breath in and hug your knees, but cross the ankles and then roll up. Come on, either roll up to one side or come all the way up forward and sit up tall. And then come into your cross-legged. And then take your hands, I'm going to spin around so you can see me. Take your hands, interlace them behind your head. So, and let your thumbs just rest where the skull and the neck meet, at the base of the skull. Take a breath in and just bring your chin towards your chest, and then inhale, open. Just working the neck for the moment. And inhale, chin to chest. And as you exhale, push the head in to the hands, lift your chin. So we're strengthening our necks at this moment. Exhaling down and lift up. So think about foundation right now. Your foundation are your sit bones and your legs. And the rest of you is sitting up. Lifting up, and now include the back. So round, come into the cat-cow moves. Inhale, opening, and then exhaling, rounding. And inhale, lifting. And exhaling, rounding. One more time, inhale, lift, and then release the hands from the outside of the back of your head, and then place the hands down and just do a few little rocks and rolls just to loosen up those backs. And then come onto your hands and knees. So we're going to press into our child's pose and reach your arms away. So take a breath in. Let's just float for just a moment, warming up the spine through the cow. Then exhaling, rounding through the spine, press back into your cat. So through the cat. Inhale through your cat. Come back to neutral, and then exhale, round through the spine, press back into your cat, through your cat into your child's pose. Let's do one more. Inhale. Let's stay up this time. Make sure you have room behind you, so you might have to scoot forward. You can also take a blanket and place it under your knees. I'm going to do that just because I want you to show you different options. And wrists under shoulders, knees are under hips. Curl the toes under just for a moment and arch your lower back, and then just bend your elbows. Come down a little bit just to stretch out that back. And then inhaling, rounding through the spine, push up through the tummy. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Drop your head, peek through those legs. And then let's inhale back into your neutral spine. Now we're going to take your right leg, slide it back behind you, lift your right leg up. Then extend your left arm forward, and the left thumb is reaching up. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, lower that left hand down, right knee down. Then slide your left leg back. Lift it up. Right arm forward, thumb up. Take a breath in and out. And then lower down. We're going to go faster now. Inhale, left hand, right leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left leg, right arm. Exhale, lower. Look towards the front of the mat. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, right arm, left leg, down. As I start to lose my breath, right? Inhale, right leg, left arm, down. One more time. Right arm, inhale, right arm, left, and down. Just press back into that extended child's pose. Reach your arms forward. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. Now from here, inhaling, I want you to just simply come on to that right knee, hover, pick your right foot up so you're on the top of your right knee and swing it back behind you. And then come onto your right side. Extend your left leg out to the side with the outer edge of the foot pressing into the ground. On your fingertips or on blocks, or if you need to come onto the hand, do so. Inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky. And then circle it around. Take a breath in. And then out. If this hurts your shoulder, don't. Just leave it up. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, down. This time, inhale, lift your left arm up. Reach, 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 reach. Your foundation is your shin and your foot. That's all you have for, your hand, excuse me. Your hand too. Inhale, lift. So you're on a little precarious here. So reach your left arm over your ear and stretch and create this kind of C shape, crescent shape with your body. Let the arm curve down, trying to get those fingers to the ground. As you do so, press into that outer foot. And breathe in. Quite a powerful stretch. And then inhale, lift your left arm up, place it back down on the ground, swing your legs back so now you're both knees on the ground. We're still on that right leg. You're going to reach your right leg back again. Left arm forward, and we're going to bring knee and elbows together. Inhaling and exhaling, knee and elbow. Working our tummy muscles, back muscles. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, elbows to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbows to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbows to knee. And then place your left hand down, right knee down. Press back into that extended child's pose. Stretch through those fingers. Breathe in. And breathe out. Then inhale back up. Now we're going to pivot. You're going to pick your left foot and pivot on that left foot. You're going to see the back of me. I'm going to stay with the back, and then you're going to take your right leg out to the side. Press into the outer edge of that right foot. Come onto the fingertips, flat hands, or on a block. Reach your right arm up. Take a breath in. And then exhale, circle that arm around. And again, if this doesn't feel good on your shoulder, feel free to just keep that right arm up. Exhaling around. Inhale up and exhaling circle. This time inhale, reach that right arm up and then bring that right arm all the way over to the left side, pressing into the outer edge of that right foot. Feel that crescent shape that you're creating with your body. And inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Then lift your right arm back up, place it back on the ground, knees back next to each other. And then we have the left leg, slide it back. So a lot of these types of, on all fours, abdominal work. And exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. So your elbow to knee here. Exhaling, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, elbow to knee. This time, place your hand down, knee down. And just move your blanket and then come back onto your hands and knees. Curl the toes under, breathe in, and this time as you breathe in, you either stay in your extended child's pose or come into your downward dogs. Take your hands, open them wide, feet, whatever you want to do, whatever's comfortable for you. They could be wide, they could be close. Take a few breaths here. You can bend or straighten. You can pedal your feet. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Let it out. Take a breath in. This time as you breathe out, walk your hands towards your feet. As you come to your feet, we're at the back of our mats. Let's take a breath in. Let's start to move through some half sun salutations. Come up halfway. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, float down. Bow down with those arms. Inhaling, halfway. Exhaling, bring your head a little closer. Forward fold as you exhale. Inhaling, deep breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhaling. So this is, for many of us, this is comfort because we know our half sun salutations. Exhale, forward fold, especially if you're not new to these classes or new to yoga. Exhale, forward fold. If you're new, everything's new. But this gives us comfort. We're like, I know this. Exhale, one more time down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. And this time we're going to come all the way up. Lift, 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 lift. And we're going to stay up. And you're going to bring your hands to your heart. Take a pause. Take a breath in. And lift your chest towards your thumbs and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And then gently flutter your eyelids, open your eyes, and we're going to now go into our tree pose. So we're in a balance. I'm going to swing around so you can see me. You can stay where you are or wherever it's best for you to look at me. We're going to start with taking our right foot inside our left leg. The left foot is our foundation. So we're going to balance on one leg. So anywhere you can place this foot, either on the ankle, that's perfect, with the toes on the ground, or a little higher up to the calf. Anywhere but the knee joint, the final destination for many of us is inside our left thigh. That's where we work towards. But you don't have to do that unless you're ready. Squeeze your bottom cheeks. You could put a finger on a wall on a chair or not. The bottom cheeks are your foundation as well because you're firing up those muscles, those massive muscles. And you can bring your arms up to the sky. So feel wobbly, it's okay. This is balance. So some of us might say, oh, I can do this easily. This is nothing. So then take hold of your right, with your left hand, take hold of your right wrist. Oh, not right wrist, left wrist.
and bend over towards that right knee. That's only for people that feel like, oh, that was easy. And start to challenge yourself. Like, let me see if I can go a little bit deeper. I can start to dabble with the boundaries a little bit, explore the boundaries of my pose. And then you might come back in, you might go further, and then bring your hands to your heart and lower that foot down. And just do a few little figure eights to loosen up those hips. So learning how to deal with discomfort, being not quite, having not a very strong foundation, left foot on your right ankle, and still being able to do okay. Sometimes we have to live with one leg for a little while until we can adapt. So take your left foot, find that spot, anywhere but that knee. Squeeze in, squeeze the bottom cheeks, squeeze that hip inside. So I always say squeeze the bottom cheeks, easiest way to think of that. So a hand on a wall, hand on a chair, maybe not anywhere but in front of you. And then I want you to reach your arms up if you can. Feel wobbly for a little bit. Feel uncomfortable. Say, you know what, I'm okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. Now, if you're finding this pretty easy, you can take your, hold on to that right wrist. Oops, see, this is my side that's a little bit more, less balanced. I struggle on this side. And I'm learning, okay. And then I'm gonna lift my arms back up and bring the hands back in front and then loosen. And then let's do some figure eights. Now that both feet are on the ground, it's like, now I'm okay. I can get through this. So it's life situations. But you don't want to always be afraid of taking those risks. Or else you're not going to grow. You're not going to move up the chakras. You'll be stuck in, oh, I want to stay safe and warm and cozy. It's not life. Then you're not living. So we're going to, we're at the back of our mats. We're going to reach the arms up. We're going to exhale, hands in front of us, bow down, forward fold. Walk your hands forward. Come into your downward dog. It can be a very short downward dog. It doesn't have to be a long one. In other words, the hands can be closer to the feet. And then lower the knees to the ground. And then come onto your right hip. Swing your legs forward. So we've actually done a lot of abdominal work today, more than I think I had expected. So let's reach the arms forward, find your way down. And even though this is uncomfortable, this is a little bit like, well, I'd rather be on my back where I'm the safest. Just see how it feels for a little bit until finally you do touch the ground. Open the legs wide. Let the arms open out to the sides. Let's do some windshield wiper legs. Just rock the knees from side to side. And then let's bring the knees, point the knees back up and heel toe them a little bit closer, about hip distance apart, and place your right ankle on your left thigh. And then just drop both knees to the right and just slide your left leg out a little bit until both knees are pointing towards the ground. Look towards the left. If this hurts your hips in any way or knees, just simply take that right foot off and stack it. This is a nice, this really targets the hip joint. So it's quite intense. And then let's heel toe that left foot back up. If you want to stay longer, always feel free to stay longer in a stretch. Take that right foot off. Then place your left ankle on your right leg. And then drop your knees over to the left. Turn your gaze to the right. Let the breath start to settle down if it's not already. You might have noticed when we were doing some of these things, your breathing, your heart rate started to speed up. Pick your knees back up. Take your left leg off your right thigh. Hug your knees into your chest.
And then extend your left foot to the left corner of the mat, right to the right. Let the arms float out to the sides, about 6 or 7 inches from the body, palms facing up. Let yourself melt into the mat. So when we think of root chakra, Muladhara, we think of the most secure place we could be is either on our backs or in a child's pose or a fetal position. Is where we're connected to the ground the most. Most of our body is touching the ground. There's no instability. Unless there's an earthquake, that's the only way it would be unstable. So we regain our sense of comfort and security simply by finding these poses that really give us comfort. And then we venture off to do things that are a little uncomfortable, like our tree. And then we come back. And this is life. Life off the mat is exactly that. Having a place of security, a place to ground yourself, but we don't want to live constantly in that chakra. Just balance as best as you can and then start to explore yourself at a deeper level. And that's what we'll do over the next few weeks. So as you continue in your Shavasana, or if you're needing to get on with the day, then come up and follow me back into my easy seat. You might have felt you've gotten quite a workout without doing a lot of movement. I actually feel it myself. As I bring my hands in front of my heart to seal our practice for today, for this session 1 out of 5. We have 4 more to go on the root chakra. It's always learning about yoga, but learning about ourselves, learning about so that we can actually live the way we want to live. That's what we want, ultimately. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you in the next session. Namaste. I'll see you soon.